Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. This video will be going over my Battlin Boxer combos. So if you guys want to see the deck profile, it's going to be in the top right corner. So I'm going to show you guys a couple 1-card combos and a couple 2-card combos. And yeah, so here's a 1-card combo using Battlin Boxer Promoter. So let's get started. So here I'm just going to be playing it out, like just letting my opponent summon a card out. We're going to go back to my turn. Dark Ruler no more doesn't matter here. I'm not going to utilize it. I'm not even going to discard it or anything. I'm just going to summon our promoter, use the effect, tribute out, get uppercutter and chief second. Then with uppercutter's effect here, we're going to be able to search out Sparrow. And the thing about uppercutter's effect that you have to make sure you take notice of is that you can only activate one of its effects once per turn. So you're not going to be able to utilize its graveyard effect later on in that turn. You got to wait during your opponent's turn in order to use it here. Now I'm going to go into King Dempsey. Use the effect here to search a card out and also pitching something to the grave. Then I'm going to use Switch Hitter in order to get this out. Use Promoter in order to increase the level of all my monsters here. Then I can go into my Commander Caesar. So it's a pretty simple setup, but we have a Dempsey here and we have a Commander Caesar to negate a summon. So of course this will make them untargetable, so I could negate a summon. So it's not crazy powerful, but for a 1-card combo I think it's pretty solid. But let's go to the next combo here. Alright guys, so I have another 1-card combo for you, and as you might have guessed, it's another promoter combo because this card kind of carries the deck right now. So we're going to be doing the same thing as we've done before, but this time with uppercutter here we're going to search out the flame belt counter. Then we can use Dempsey here in order to search out the other counter. So this is the basic setup for the deck. And then this is just to show you guys how uppercutter works. We can get our promoter, and yeah, just with my opponent here, they're going to be activating a card. I can use counter in order to negate it, and because I already activated my Exceed Monsters effect here, my Battlin Boxer monsters can't be targeted. And then of course I can switch out into something like Yugioh. And then of course I still have the Flame Veil counter here in order to negate a spell or trap by banishing a fire monster with 200 defense, which would be in the form of uppercutter. But let's go to the next combo. Okay guys, so the third combo I have for you is Battlin Boxer Promoter and Switch Hitter. So it's a 2-card combo, and it's kind of building on the foundation of the last two that I showed you here. So we're going to go into the same setup as before because these are the two best ones to get out here. Here I'm going to search out the Flame Belt counter. Then I'm going to bring out my promoter, go back into the King Dempsey here. Dempsey, I'm going to be able to search out my other trap card. So you can see this is a great way of getting these two trap cards out, because the trap card is powerful for being a monster negate, and then we have the spell and trap negate in the form of Flame Belt counter. So pretty powerful if you're able to set this up. And yeah, I think this is a pretty solid lineup here. We have the Battlin Boxer King Dempsey in order to prevent your monsters from being targeted, and we have Yugioh here in order to prevent my Battlin Boxer monsters from being destroyed, while also beefing itself up at the same time. Then once my opponent, obviously you're going to want to activate King Dempsey's effect as soon as possible, because then during your opponent's turn you can use something like cross counter to negate a monster effect, and then switch into one of your other Battlin Boxer monsters, and also use Flame Veil counter to negate a spell or trap after this card is in the grave. Final combo for you guys is just the Battlin Boxer cross counter. So it's just to show you, if you already have this card in your hand, this ends up with a better end board just because you're able to do quite a bit more. But of course, promoter here, we're going to be still utilizing it. Use promoter, do the same thing as we've done before here. So as I said, that's pretty much what you're able to do with this deck right now, besides like the Infernoble build. But we're going to go into King Dempsey here. King Dempsey, search out the Switch Hitter. Then I'm going to normal summon out the Switch Hitter. I'm going to be able to get out my Sparrow. So it's important here that you use King Dempsey's effect, because you need to be able to target something to get out besides the promoter, because then you can use promoter here in order to increase the level of all these monsters. And yeah, and then here we have the cross counter trap. So this is good because now we have the King Dempsey that we're able to activate, Commander Caesar. So you can see this is the same setup as before, but now we have this trap. And that just means that after we're done using Commander Caesar's effect, and after we're done using Dempsey's effect, so of course being able to prevent our monsters from being targeted, and then using Commander Caesar here in order to negate a summon, we can use cross counter to negate a monster effect, and then afterwards we can change out whichever one of these you want to change into something like Yugioh to prevent them from being destroyed. So it's a simple setup. The deck isn't anything crazy right now, at least the pure build. But if you guys want to see me play around with hybrid builds, let me know. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.